Welcome back to the coolest channel on YouTube. Look, y'all been waiting on this drop. Let's get this video right here to like 20,000 likes. Let's crack that algorithm right on top of the head. It ain't no stopping us. We coming. Look, this right here, man, is a vibe. This is an absolute vibe. Some people, y'all gonna need this stuff that's in these videos, man. But look, I'm not trying to convince you of anything. Just make sure you're going out here doing your own damn research. And look, let's have a good time. Just know if you're going through a tough time, you're not in by yourself. We're going through this thing called life together. Good vibes on it.
I'm obsessed with being the best version of me, and that's something I chase every single day. It ain't about trying to prove anything to anybody else. It's about finding who I am and knowing that's enough. I've come to realize that giving your best day in and day out is all that matters. And sometimes we lose sight of that trying to impress people who ain't even on our level. So for anybody out there, remember, you're enough, man.
Just remember, y'all, you enough.
Fundamental weakness of Western civilization is empathy. The empathy exploit. They're exploiting a bug in Western civilization, which is the empathy response.
Empathy and compassion are evolved states of being. They require the mental capacity to step past our most primal urges. Cruelty is seen by some as an adroit cudgel to gain power. Empathy and kindness are considered weak. Many important people look at the vulnerable only as rungs on a ladder to the top. I'm here to tell you that when someone's path through this world is marked with acts of cruelty, they have failed the first test of an advanced society. They never forged new mental pathways to overcome their own instinctual fears. And so, their thinking and problem solving will lack the imagination and creativity that the kindest people have in spades. Over my many years in politics and business, I have found one thing to be universally true. The kindest person in the room is often the smartest.
Go again. Donnie just announced that if your ass out here selling drugs and you get caught, you get a death penalty. Then he came out and said, who the fuck is the governor of Maine? Oh, you the government of Maine. Well, guess what? If you don't stop these men from playing in these women's sports, then your whole fucking state won't be getting no government assistance. She told his ass, we ain't listen to shit that you got going on. We following the government orders. And he told her, we is the government. So shut the fuck up or your ass will never have a fucking governmental job again. Florida just released a man who chopped somebody up, removed their brains and eyes and ate them. Ex-Vice President Dick Cheney walking around with Trayvon Martin's heart in his chest. Arizona on his way to sign a bill for execution by the fire squad. On top of that, it was just a whole Alabama police department put on leave after a grand jury said y'all has been operating under a criminal enterprise. Donnie ready to go to war with Mexico because he don't like that she run a cartel. Spirit Airline is the only motherfuckers who ain't lost a goddamn soul. It's a total purchasing blackout on February the 28th. An Amazon boycott from March the 7th to the 18th. A Nestle blackout from March the 21st to the 28th. Walmart boycott from April the 7th to the 14th. Another economic blackout on April the 18th. And a General Mills boycott from April the 21st to the 28th. And on top of the eggs being high prices, they say we finna go into a meat crisis. What the fuck? What the fuck is really going on in America? This shit getting out of hand.
Are you still rescuing those people that are stuck in the space station?
Yeah, that's coming up in a couple weeks, I think.
Whoa. They've been up there for how long, Jamie? They were supposed to be there for a couple days, right?
Actually, for like 4 weeks. Oh, they're supposed to be there. They were supposed to be up there for like 8 days.
Yeah.
And they've been up there for like, I think, 8 months. So a little longer than expected.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What is it going to be like for those people when they get back? They're going to be a wreck for a long time, right?
Yeah, if the longer you stay up there, you get, sort of in zero G, you get increased bone loss. So, it ended up being like this political football.
If they bone loss, all right, that's getting me. Bone loss, all right, bet. So when by the time they get to him, they gonna be fucking octopus. They gonna then turn into an octopus by the time they done got to him. Bone loss. They done been up there for a long time, y'all. Let's keep going though. My bad.
And sort of hotly contested topic. We offered to bring them back early. This offer was rejected by the Biden administration.
Why?
For political reasons.
That's so crazy.
There's no way that they're going to make anyone who's supporting Trump look good.
Wow. What do you think they would have done if they had won? How would they get those people back?
No, they can only get them back with a SpaceX spacecraft, but they pushed the return date past the inauguration date.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they would have let you do it, but after the...
Yeah.
Wow. And so it would have been them authorizing you.
Well, there isn't anyone else to do it.
NASA can't get them.
Only the SpaceX Dragon spacecraft is the only one that is considered safe enough to bring them back. So NASA concluded that the Boeing spacecraft was not safe. So that's why they're stuck there.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And you can't ask Russia to help.
That would be awkward.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be a nice thing if they did. They said, guys, we'll help.
I think that for enough money they would.
You think so?
Yeah. But they would obviously treat it as a propaganda victory and charge crazy money.
Yo, hey, countries are so petty, bro. It's just like people, yo. Like, that's just crazy. Like, yeah, they'll never let us live that one down. So we gotta leave the astronauts up there for 18 years. Pride, bro. Like, it's crazy. Let's get back to the video, though. We building them slightly.
Right, so this is what's going on right now at Fort Lauderdale Airport. A goddamn UFO is flying through the sky and everybody's like going insane right here. Wow. Guys, this is me filming. This is not Photoshop. Wow. I wish I had a better phone right now. Unbelievable. First time in my life I see something like this. And there's small ones flying around that's shining, sparking too. This is nuts. Everybody's filming. Wow, you see guys, everybody's standing filming with their phones. This is insane. This thing is going by fast. And the small ones around it are like shining and sparkling too. Well, the air traffic controllers are gonna have a hard time explaining this one. Unbelievable. Wow. Oh my god, there's like 6 or 10 other objects around it shining. I don't know if my camera is capturing this right now. This is insane. Insane. Oh my god, there's like 50 of them now. Now they're all separated and there's like 50 different objects flying. Unbelievable. Looks like it's falling down. I don't know. Looks like it might be crash landing. Wow. Looks like something just crash landed somewhere in Hollywood, Hollandale.
Look at that. You already, if you know me, you know. Not on the plane though. You feel me? I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to see nothing like that while I'm on the plane. You know, I'm already at the mercy of this crazy ass turbulence thing that we be having sometimes when you just and I be grabbing for stuff and everybody else just be calm. Just dude, this turbulence. I ain't with it, y'all. I'm one of those. I might grab your kneecap. I'm not trying to do nothing to you. I'm just preparing.
Well, let's get to this story because SpaceX's Starship didn't have a very efficient launch.
Well, the launch seemed to be okay.
But it lost contact with its rocket minutes after takeoff, and this ended up being the result.
That whole conversation that they just had was weird. Y'all catch it?
The 403-foot rocket blasting off from Texas. So things seemed fine here, but then it started spinning out of control.
About 9-10 minutes in, it started spinning.
And exploded, losing contact with SpaceX. So this is the beginning, and then this is what it ended up doing.
You can see we've lost several engines, and we've lost attitude control of the vehicle.
Yeah, bad attitude.
Wreckage was reported in the sky over Florida and the Bahamas, forcing the FAA to issue temporary ground stops at several airports because the debris was coming down.
Sure.
And this comes 2 months after an explosion in a SpaceX spacecraft sent flaming debris raining down over Turks and Caicos. The FAA just decided last Friday that it would allow this most recent launch, even though the investigation into the last explosion is still ongoing.
Oh, maybe Elon Musk has a connection with the federal government. Well, they have to fix that. That's not Jeff Bezos.
Blue Origin.
No.
Yeah, that's different.
Okay.
But, I mean...
That's the one he's sending his fiancée up on.
And a number of other women. Katy Perry and...
Gayle King.
Right.
Yeah, well, I hope they didn't see that. But of course they did.
I don't know, man. So, all right. So the rocket went up, blew into pieces. Yeah, I can see how it can look like that. But I'm interested to see what actually happened. Well, we all know that we'll never know that. What y'all think happened in the comments down below? I've heard a lot of people say that, like the past said, there's UFOs taking those things down, or orbs or something like that, taking the rockets and stuff down. But I don't know what y'all think it is. I think it could be high chance it just could have been a malfunction for sure. But that just reminded me of that movie Greenland.
Test something. Grab an object, a pen, a coin, anything, hold it up and drop it. There it goes, straight down. Science calls this gravity, but let's break that down. They tell us that a mysterious force pulls everything toward the center of a spinning ball, but here's the problem. You've never actually seen gravity. What you just witnessed was density and buoyancy at work. The object you dropped was heavier than air, so it fell. A helium balloon lighter than air, so it rises. No magic force needed. Now let's go bigger. If gravity is strong enough to hold vast oceans stuck to a spinning globe, how does a butterfly lift off effortlessly? How do clouds, millions of tons of water, float with zero resistance? And here's the kicker. No scientist has ever isolated or measured gravity directly. It's a theory, not a proven force. So if gravity isn't what we were told, why does the entire globe model depend on it? Don't just take NASA's words for it. Do your own research and open your mind.
See, the narrative in the media is Russia is at war against Ukraine. But get out a map. You can use Hungary as a reference point. See that area there that's modern day Ukraine? See that name right there? Gordon Duff has asked President Putin to release Russian intel which will expose about 300 traitors in Congress for their serious serial felonies and statutory espionage on behalf against America and many Middle East nations. Right there says it all. If you're wondering why Russia's got skin in the game, besides them being directly on their border, so hopefully they leave this video up, but for the ones who know, they know. And if you want to report, there it is.
We have achieved the miracle of self-starting. It's a proper time only. Our encoder, our crank trigger, everything's all working perfectly. Again, electronic timing is tape number 1. And I thank you folks. Have a good day. We have achieved
this place is. It's located in the center of the North Pole. And it's the center of the Earth magnetic field, known as the Taurus field. That black thing in the center of the whirlwind is the tallest mountain on Earth, far more taller than the Mount Everest. It's so tall that even it peaks reaching out the clouds. It's the Rux Nigra, or the Black Rock, also known as Mount Meru. Some people also called it Mount Zion. You wouldn't find this massive mountain existence in mainstream science and media because it's deliberately concealed. Because if the world knew that there is such a huge mountain in the center of the Earth, it would change the course of history. This includes the true nature of our world will be rewritten, and that will undo the globe-shaped Earth theory and the entire timeline of the Earth from the beginning. And they don't want that. Look how the wind stream passes through that mountain. It blocks the wind stream because of its height and size. The Route Nigra, or the Black Rock, describes by Mercator as 33 French miles in size, or roughly 40 miles in diameter. It's purportedly explained why all compasses point to this location. The biggest shareholder of all the major companies in the world is Black Rock. It's named after this mountain.
Border tunnel 590 feet long and 22 feet below ground inside this abandoned Kentucky Fried Chicken. It began with a traffic stop of Yuma resident and owner of that KFC, Ivan Lopez.
Tonight, exclusive video from inside the tunnel where children's clothes and toys were found 5 feet underground. A room believed to be dug inside by children with shelves for candles and lamps, bedding, and kids' books.
Now you're telling me that a council known as the Galactic Federation has been monitoring our planet since the beginning. They apparently were going to make themselves known in 2027, but due to everything that's been going on Earth, they've moved it up to 2025. They are on their third level of presenting themselves. First, starting with the orbs last year, which a lot of people have seen. The second phase, their motherships, their modes of transportation, have been all around the entire world cloaked. Multiple places that I've seen the videos. Now, once again, this is allegedly, but the third phase is the guy who was sleeping in the egg. The egg, the video that just came out recently. He was resting there, so he's basically their go-to guy. So there is apparently a council of 26, and there are the council of 5, which will be making their human presence known very soon to help us basically get through every bit of craziness that's been happening in our world right now.
Your computer screens are blue lit. The reason none of them are red lit, the reason none of them pay attention to circadian biology is because that original technology was developed in a government program that Bobby Kennedy knows about, and I happen to know about because I went to medical school at LSU. For those of you who've never heard about Operation Paperclip, you think it's all conspiracy theory. So at Tulane Neurology and Tulane Neurosurgery in the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s, the CIA started a program there where they would do all these crazy things to monkeys. The CIA wanted to see how they could control things utilizing different things like drugs and things like that. Where the neurosurgeons got involved, which is my clade, we would drill tops of the heads off, put wires into the thalamus, put electricity in there, and kind of see what kind of behavioral changes we could have. One of the guys that was in that program was a guy named Professor Delgado. When he saw that we could control the behavior with the wired device, he said, what if we do it wirelessly? So he checked it in monkeys and checked it in bulls, and it turned out you can do it wirelessly with RFID chips and semiconductors. Then the CIA took it to the next level. They said, well, since this is electromagnetic radiation, what if we did it through light through screens? And it turns out you can. And that's the reason why all your computer screens have the frequencies they have. So why is this all important? Well, the person that set this meeting up between me and Bobby is the patent attorney that made sure that Google and Meta have those things so they can control the things that we all do. Where did the original idea come from that started off in MK Ultra with the CIA? You're going to be surprised when you hear this. It came from the mafia in Las Vegas. They wanted to build a new city in the desert. They enclosed it all, blacked out the windows, invented slot machines that were blue lit. And they found out that they didn't have to take a gun, stick it in your face to steal your money. Then they even got smart. They said, let's give people free alcohol while they're doing that. And they found out they got the money quicker. And that's when the CIA got the idea to start this program. That's really how it started.
Listen, y'all don't understand. You're not here in life to figure out what's good and bad, because ain't no such thing. Let me ask you something. Let me tell you something. This is how you know it ain't about good or bad. All right. You know a good church person?
Yeah.
You know a good Muslim. Muslim person, right?
Nah, I don't know no Muslim.
You know, a good religious person, the opposite of a Christian?
Yeah.
When they get together, they both got good messages, right?
Yeah.
Why they come when they get together, they fight? If it's about good and evil. They both talk good, but they end up bad. So is it about good and evil? You tell me. Or is it about ego? Is it about money? What's it about, gang? It ain't about good and bad. Good and bad the same. Gang, you think you're on earth to feed and take care of people and go to work? Stop playing with me. When God told you to be fruitful, multiply, he wasn't talking about fuck. Stop playing with me, because that wasn't even God. That wasn't God, gang. That was the fucking devil. And what kind of God you know gonna be jealous? Like, God, jealous. This guy got real jealous and said, you know what? For you, female, forever it's gonna hurt when you have a baby. All that shit, why it's gonna hurt and shit. Then y'all gonna die early. Or you die early because like where your mind works, it gotta get things in. So your mind can't think. That's a lot of people don't know. A lot of people think they can think, but if you look, they say you can't think, because like you gotta be trained to think. So your brain like a receiver, it don't think. So whatever it receives, you kinda like do. That's what I'm on, but a lot of people don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna finish the story, right?
I seen that little shit with Elon, man, when he was trying to talk about some, we should get the cop that unalived George Floyd pardon. All that is bait. We as black folks, we too smart, bro. We not giving y'all no type of distraction. All eyes on y'all right now. Every time y'all been able to get us out there protesting so y'all can sneak y'all little bills and laws, do y'all little sneaky ass shit, right? That's what the government do, man. We over that. We here, we listening, and we watching. Y'all, it's not happening. You feel me? It's not happening with us. Like, what's the purpose of goddamn releasing that man from jail? Like, what's the purpose of pardoning him? How's that going to affect the economy? How's that going to bring the prices of eggs down? Please let us know what that has to do with the state of the government right now. Let us know, like, what the hell, like, you feel me? Like, that's how you know. These motherfuckers need a pawn. They need a distraction, so they try to get black folks to go out there and do whatever, because they know that once we start to engage and we start to protest, all eyes on us, so they can start doing their sneaky shit behind doors. We not going. All eyes on y'all right now. We want to see what y'all really gonna do.
That's all it is, man. A lot of the time it's just like they sit back and target different groups to get different groups all riled up. So when you riled up, what are you not doing? You're not in a state of balance. So you're not even thinking properly. So when you're making decisions, you'll be acting outside of yourself. But that's how they, usurp your energy and use that shit against you, man. Don't let somebody trick you out of your position, get you all in your feelings. That's something that we all can work on. I work on a daily, and I've grown a lot. I'm a lot different person I was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, as far as like being emotionally responsible, I would say. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me know in the comments down below if a lot of y'all are working on your emotional intelligence. I know if you've been rocking with my channel for a while, your emotional intelligence is up here, man. We done seen everything. We done seen so many different videos where they pin different things on different people, and it'll make us all hate each other. But on this channel, man, we're thinking clearly to a point where we see the game. You can't trick us if we already know what you're doing. So yeah, we're getting better and better with this. Look, let's keep going though.
We have another wildfire situation that just broken out, and this time it's in Long Island, New York, in the Hamptons.
It's cold and rainy in New York too, like most of the time, you know what I'm saying? So I can imagine that it's a lot of moisture still in the earth out there, you know?
They are saying this wildfire is very large and it's moving very fast. And they say the winds is like 35 miles an hour right now. And as of right now, they don't know how it started. Once again, look at this shit, y'all. Reports are saying that it's like a mile long right now. And it's only increasing in size. In New York, though? This is crazy, fool. Look at that jump. Yeah, that's crazy as fuck. The thing I'm trying to understand is, isn't parts of New York still kind of wet from the snow or the rain? Like, how the hell does a wildfire start out there? I'm pretty sure it is not dry enough for that, right? Or am I tripping? Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments. And let me know, is this normal in New York? Long Island?
Kid, YouTube.
Too many kids in these conditions, hey. Giving all your time to presidents and politicians. Just imagine if you gave the same energy to children. You can make a difference, you just gotta be willing. Save our children, that is the mission. And I won't stop till my youngins out the trenches. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Save our children. Save our children.
I swear they got everything in Texas, right? God damn, that's crazy.
So this is a 14 by 50 big boy. It's got an escape tunnel there. That is the generator room and the battery room. And it's got a long tunnel that leads up to a staircase to the house. And they're going to knock the wall out right there. They're going to put a Murphy door right there with a secret passage. So when you go in the closet, you'll have a staircase and a hatch right there, which leads you down to the bunker. And when they build the other house, we're going to run a staircase the other way to tie it to the other house.
I'm telling y'all, look, these niggas is trying to hide from something. Boy, let me know in the comments down below. Is it bad for all of us? Like, look, I think I've been a good person since I've been on this planet. Like, is it bad for all of us, or is it just them just trying to run down here in these goddamn bunkers? And be for real, man. Let's be real. It's so many weirdos on this planet. I don't want to be locked in no bunker with no weirdos, man. I fend for myself out here. It's fine. I think I did well enough. It's gonna come to an end at some time, and I'm not gonna take it to the extreme. You feel me? Like, if it's gonna be, it's just gonna be. But I think that I'm protected, and I ain't got nothing to worry about. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments down below. But these people was building these bunkers like crazy. Are you building one? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm just asking for a friend, you know? Let us know your status. How you doing? Are you getting ready for spaceships to come out the sky, or asteroid Apophis that they said, or Planet Nibiru? Which one are you planning for?
My front camera is smashed, but I'm here at my girlfriend's house by myself. She always says it's haunted because it sounds like somebody is walking around upstairs. I've never heard it until now.
My first thought that comes to mind, he got to be homeless, because if my girlfriend told me that, it's no way that I'm coming to her crib. Like, we always gonna be at my crib. No, matter of fact, you can't come over because sometimes the ghosts travel with you and shit. Like, I'm just gonna break up with you. Like,
I always say it's not haunted because the house is a little old, but it legit sounds like there's somebody upstairs.
but I tell you that, but that thing must be good. I'm telling you, it must be good.
I will swing on a ghost, or if it's a person, I don't care.
You gonna swing on a ghost for? Oh wow, that thing is good. Keep her.
Who's up there? Oh my god, they're like at the top of the stairs. Come down these stairs and I will swing on you, I promise.
Can someone tell me what this is? This is my security camera.
Not this next.
Okay.
Crazy.
Now,
You can see me over here in the white nightgown, facing the window. What is that keeps being seen in my security camera? Does anyone know what that looks like or what that could be? That keeps showing up behind me in my security camera. This is about the third time it has shown up. I've checked the security cameras over and over again, and it only shows up behind me. It is not showing up behind anyone else. And of course you can see it's my security camera because I've got, right here is the line of the camera. And this is the full size of the photo. Now, this is me over here in the white gown facing the window again. What is that shadow that keeps coming up behind me?
I don't know if she need to keep asking that. We can obviously see what that is. And if it was to be real, I mean, y'all want me to say it? Well, she probably going to hell, y'all. She probably going to hell. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. You done did some bad shit while you was down here, and
my security camera is catching it every time about the hours between 3 and 4 a.m. That is the only time my camera is showing that. Someone help me out.
what's she doing down there at that time anyway?
Please do not click off this video. I want to show you something that, to me, I think is crazy. Maybe I'm tripping. But watch this. Okay, so here's the eggs that I bought from Meyer. Jumbo, cage-free, blah, blah. I was kind of shocked because I purchased them. I used, as you can see, I've used 4 of the eggs. Now, I have, in my lifetime, cracked a lot of freaking eggs. I can probably count on one hand how many times I've had a double yolk egg. When I tell you all 4 of the eggs that I've used out of this carton have had a double yolk, I don't know. That just seems very odd to me. Maybe somebody can tell me I'm wrong. I looked it up and it said that double yolks are rare and that it happens in like 1 in 1,000 eggs. So the fact that there was 4 already, so I want to crack the rest of these and see if there's more double yolks in here. Okay, y'all, here we go.
How many y'all think we're gonna get? How many y'all think we're gonna get? Let me know right now before she even finish. Don't cheat though.
Egg.
I think it's gonna be all of them. Cherry got 4. Alright.
Double yolk. That's 1. Double yolk.
4.
That's 3, which is actually 7 because I already broke 4 prior to this. Double.
It's gonna be all of them.
Double. You see that? It was a little more joined, but you see it's 2. Double. Look. It's 2 of them. Got 2 eggs left. Once again, double. And we're gonna go 12 for 12. I don't think we even need to wonder at this point. And 1, 2. What do you think? like it, share it, comment. I want to know, am I just tripping? Or is that weird as hell that I bought a carton of eggs and all 12 were double yolks?
I'm just wondering, like, she already ate 4 of them, right? Or she just cracked them. I don't know if she clarified. If she ate them shits already, it's crazy. Cause I'm just imagining what the hell she gonna turn into. Ain't no damn way. Let me know, y'all eating them damn eggs? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's weird. That's real weird. I'm concerned about that.
This is for entertainment purposes only, of course. But
That's obviously some gene splicing. I mean, I think it's obvious to me, but guess I'm not a scientist either, right?
I think I've actually caught Project Blue Beam in action here. Or something else, but these orbs that everybody was seeing, they project images down to us, what we see. So that if you've seen the videos of them spraying the stuff, they spray the stuff and then the orb projects the image to make it look like an airplane or whatever they want, to make birds look like birds. But I think I'm the first one who has caught this, and I hope everybody passes this around and lets everybody see what's going on. But once again, for entertainment purposes only, this is only, imaginary. I have a lot of other great videos too. I'm going to try to get out there. But this truly is super interesting. Stay safe, everyone.
One thing about this world, everything here always been here. In the Bible, it said that God created the world. He created the world, but he created a firmament. Y'all know what a firmament is? It's a fucking dome. It's a top. It means you can't get out. When the Bible talk about the firmament, talk about you living in the fucking woman got up, everything good. They running around, they naked, shit good. But one day, the woman seen Sophia. She seen Sophia. Sophia say, no, that's not God. You trapped. No women. She go back and say, look, nigga, you think we trapped? He said, we gotta be trapped. Fake God said, I'm gonna curse you now, bitch. Forever, yo, gonna hurt when you have babies because you told this nigga the truth. And then, y'all gonna die early because you told this nigga the truth. Don't tell him the truth. The demigod, which is not really God, created all of this. How I know this, I talked to Sophia. And Sophia had Anunnakis, and they got like tablets. And they took all of these tablets and they made the Bible, the Quran, all this shit to keep you in like heaven and hell. Because heaven and hell, you don't want to go to neither. I tell you that. Because if you go to either, you're stuck. Because all of them was made by the fake God. That's what I'm about.
And yesterday now, Pope Francis has spent all night screaming at demons who are trying to drag him to hell. The Vatican has confirmed. 88-year-old Francis remains in hospital battling kidney failure, brought on by double pneumonia. But this battle pales in comparison, posed by the beclawed, soul-eating demons from hell. A spokes-cardinal confirmed that the pontiff had to be sedated last night after screaming, "Get these evil bastards off of me," as a portal to hell opened up at the end of his hospital bed, sparking fears the end is near for the leader of the Catholic Church.
This video is for educational purposes only, entertainment purposes only. Everything I say is 100% alleged. The only thing I ask is that you engage with the video so more people can see it before it gets removed. I was fresh out of basics, assigned to Nellis Air Force Base, aka area. I was a weather observer, and as a weather observer, I would just travel around base and take weather reports. Within days of being there, a friend advises me to avoid range 4. Now, according to him, while they were doing atomic bomb testing in the area, there was a wild horse running around. Now, this horse got close enough, but not close enough to be unalive, but close enough to gain a weird property. It glowed. I was also advised not to look the horse in the face or approach the horse. Days forward, the guy that I'm going to replace is now training me. He's taking me out to different ranges, showing me how to get the weather reports, etc. I noticed that when we get to range 4, he does two things. One, he never wants to get out of the truck, and two, he prefers to fabricate the details of the weather report. When questioned about this, he brings up this horse. So at this point, I'm convinced that him and my friend are only talking about this horse to scare me. So I put it in the back of my mind. Fast forward, now I'm out of training. The days are smooth. They're peaceful. It's quiet. Pay attention. I'm always hearing birds whistling like they're making music, but I never see these birds. But nonetheless, no horse sighting. One day I'm at range 4 sitting in the weather shack trying to avoid the desert heat when I notice a white rabbit moving sporadically through the desert. The rabbit ends up getting stuck in one of the desert bushes. I head out of the weather shack to help it. As I get closer, I notice that this rabbit is actually a child in a silver jumpsuit with chalky white skin, long blonde hair that looks silver, and these big blue eyes. First, I hesitate because this child is so chalky white that they look like they're glowing. Like they look human, but they just look like they're glowing. From a distance, I assure this child that I'm going to help, not to worry. As I turn to go back to the weather shack, at the corner of my eye, I see somebody standing. I look over and it's a man. He has on the exact same attire, the silver jumpsuit with the long silver hair, blue eyes, and chalky skin. He charges at me. So I run into the shack and close the door. My heart is pounding, and the birds are whistling and singing so loudly it sounds like they're swarming the shack. Hours later, once the sun finally goes down, I run to the truck and floor it back to base. As I'm speeding back to base, there's a woman on the side of the road with the same silver jumpsuit, chalky white skin, long silver blondish hair, and big blue eyes. And she tells me thank you, not outwardly, but in my head. I slam on the brakes and get out and throw up, and then get back in the truck and speed back to base. I never report the incident. Instead, I just gaslight myself into thinking that the 3 glowing weirdos that I encountered in the desert was all a part of my imagination. As the days went on, I continued my job as usual. However, I did see this lady often, whether it was at the corner of my eye or directly in front of me. She was always in my head thanking me for trying to help her daughter, till one day I just asked, "Where are you from?" She asked if I was familiar with star systems. I told her no, so she said it didn't matter where she was from. For the next 2 years, she and I became friendly with each other. Here's what I learned. The glowing horse sightings was actually the man. The woman, the man, the child are tall whites. Their average height is between 7 feet and 9 feet. They're very peaceful with a lifespan of 800 years. They're very humanoid in appearance and have been on Earth for a millennia. Tall whites can't speak English. Their speaking voice is very high-pitched, almost like a bird whistling. For protection, they carry these small pins that they can use to stun, damage, or unalive someone. They travel in large black titanium ships. Allegedly, they taught the U.S. how to use titanium for military aviation. They refuse to teach us anti-gravity elements or light speed because they believe we have ill intent. They are 1 in 4 advanced beings that provide technology in exchange to abduct people, but in order to abduct people, they have to provide the government with a list of people that they're taking. Tall whites have the ability to project powerful emotions into the human conscious, as well as sense the emotional state of a human. They believe every human has the ability to project their consciousness. They use Earth as a resting stop and spend majority of their time underground. Lastly, the Black Knight satellite is their technology. I called her the teacher, and because I spent so much time with her, I was the teacher's pet, said Charles Hall. Charles Hall alleges for 2 years while stationed at the Nellis Air Force Base that he interacted with the tall whites. If stories like this interest you, be sure to give me a follow and a like because I enjoy having these discussions also. And if you're more interested in the Black Knight satellite, I do have a story on that in my playlist. This video is for
Babe. Quiet. Quiet.
Absolutely not. You was gonna stand there. I thought there was a real dog down there in that corner. I was about to say that dog is fire. You absolutely roasted. I'm fucking you up when this is over. Like you should have been jumping on this balloon ass, but it's gonna come up the steps because where the other dogs at? Like, when the dogs is barking. Hell nah.
late on some drywall when this was captured. Eli was working late on some drywall when this was captured.
Came across something that was really cool, and I feel like it sets this house apart. The reason why I'm just not founding this crawl space is because of this drywall. The owner, she had this drywall covering the crawl space. That's not the cool thing about it. And I want y'all to check this out. So while I was here, I found this table, and I also found this extra space right here. You have a vent right there. I think I just heard some footsteps.
Boy, he got the hell up out of there.
This can't be a squatter.
Eli.
The fundamental weakness of Western civilization is empathy.
I think this is a good time to share some other people's thoughts about empathy, like G.M. Gilbert, who said this after observing the Nuremberg trials. I told you once that I was searching for the nature of evil. I think I've come close to defining it. A lack of empathy. Evil, I think, is the absence of empathy. Well, how about the author of The Origins of Totalitarianism, Hannah Arendt? The death of human empathy is one of the earliest and most telling signs of a culture about to fall into barbarism. John Steinbeck had some great advice for people like Elon. You can only understand people if you feel them in yourself. F. Scott Fitzgerald had some advice that was a little more on the nose. Whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, just remember that all the people in the world haven't had the advantages that you've had. Or Marcus Aurelius. Whenever you are about to find fault within someone, ask yourself the following question. What fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? Or Euripides, when a good man is hurt, all who would be called good must suffer with him. I think we all have empathy. We may not have enough courage to display it. Maya Angelou. You sadly might have been wrong. One doesn't have to operate with great malice to do great harm. The absence of empathy and understanding are sufficient. I think Dolly might have put it most simply and best. If you see someone without a smile, give them yours.
What another banger, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know what you enjoyed the most from this video right here in particular. You know, I bring different vibes, and tomorrow's gonna be another vibe and another vibe and another vibe. Just make sure y'all got y'all notifications on so y'all can get these videos as soon as they drop. You already know how we do around here. But look, man, hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Let me know what y'all want to see next. Keep tagging me in the videos, and I'll be for sure to pump these things out. Yeah, man, things are getting better on this side. You know, been navigating this court situation, and things are starting to get a lot more clear. There was a lot of mud thrown slinging everywhere, you know, but if you continue to do the right things and continue to just try to become a better person every step of the way, you can clearly separate yourself from the bullshit, and people can see everything for what it is. But you know, just make sure that you're vibrating in your energy, you're taking care of yourself and the things around you, the people around you, the things that matter the most to you, and just flourish in life, and don't focus on all of the bullshit. And people can see who's creating all the chaos and who's not. It's real simple. The truth always comes out in the end. And I'm gonna tell y'all, look, I've been vibrating. Hold on, pause. I've been vibing. I've been having a good time. I've been taking care of me, people around me, the people that matter the most. And you know what? Things have been good, man. And I've just been sitting back and enjoying. But I also enjoy doing this with y'all too as well. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all my extended family. And look, man, we're going to keep vibing for the rest of this year and the years to come. We're going to evolve the channel like I keep telling y'all. But look, man, I see y'all in the next video. Like I always say, spread love because there's too much hate in this world. Love you guys. I see you on the next video. Excuse me. And I'm out though. Bye.